Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, you'll meet the folks behind this handy little item. They're with Dr. Doug's Miracle Balms. You'll meet them and hear their story next.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, when it comes to skincare, it's kind of dizzying. You go to any grocery store or pharmacy, and there are just aisles after aisles of skincare and healing balms, and you don't know what to believe. Well, sometimes you just make one of your own. That's the story behind Dr. Doug's Miracle Balm Brands. The brainchild behind this incredible brand is in the studio right now, Dr. Doug himself and Natalie Gardner. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having us, Jeff.
Absolutely. Well, I want to start with you, Dr. Doug. You're a neurologist.
I am.
So what's a neurologist doing with skincare?
So the short answer is mine was built out of necessity doing endurance races and more than like marathon range and better. But the skin and the brain are actually tied together in your neurodevelopment. So the skin and the brain have the common origin. So you have ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm. They're both ectoderm, but the skin becomes outside of you.
And you would do these races and these big events, and you didn't want to lug a lot of stuff with you.
That's
so
fair.
It was just you. So how do I create the perfect?
Yeah, I think the way it started was I was carrying like product A, B, C. I think they're all great, but I wanted a one-stop shop. I wanted to say, where is this? And you find it, and you put where you put your hand, and the first time you pop it off and you put it on, you go. And when I first made it, it wasn't scented. It was all driven by feedback. Hey, if you put in lavender, it would be more soothing. If you put in peppermint oil, it would give you some increased skin perfusion, like blood perfusion. Oh, okay, great. Lavender is a mild bug repellent. Great. And so that's what really drove it was advice from other trail people who had their favorite products, and they wanted to make mine better, because I would give it away. I would just take it to events and disperse it.
And then you meet Natalie, and Natalie is the marketing genius. She says, Dr. Doug, you got something here. So why did you pick up the story?
Yeah, I mean, I remember when Doug and I were friends, and I remember sitting across the table from him one day, and he started talking about how everywhere he went, because they become a family, these trail people around the country, everywhere they went, people would say, did you bring your miracle stuff? Did you bring that stuff? And that was really the beginning of it. And then I was realizing how many other things that this product that just had, 7 organic ingredients could really make a difference for people.
Why don't you hold up each one and just go through them? So what are you holding right now?
So this is the Miracle Balm. The Miracle Balm is the base of all of the Dr. Doug's products. It has 7 organic ingredients. So organic coconut oil, olive oil, beeswax, a little bit of shea butter, and the essential oils of peppermint and lavender, along with vitamin E. So simple, and it makes such a difference for people. So everything from itchy, dry skin to there have been a lot of people that have had relief from a lot of their eczema symptoms. But I mean, I use it neck down every single day after the shower. I've tried everything. You wouldn't believe how many products are underneath my cabinet or were, because I would try them, something to keep my skin moisturized, and nothing would last me shower to shower. So this is my absolute go-to for daily moisturizer.
Okay, what's the next one?
So like I said, this is the base of everything. The other products are just 1 or 2 added ingredients. So the next one is magnesium balm.
Okay.
And we are all deficient in magnesium. Magnesium helps with so many different functions of our body, but topically, if you could put it right where it's needed, it makes such a difference. So this is the one that probably took him the longest to formulate, the longest to make, because as a neurologist, he wanted it to be useful for his patients as well. And it really, magnesium is known for its help with nerve issues and help sleeping, also help with like restless leg, things of that sort, and even for migraines. So just rubbing it in like that. So magnesium is fantastic. This one, these are our 3 best sellers, so that's why I brought those out today. But the Recovery, he created for his plantar fasciitis. And this one has both magnesium chloride and arnica montana in it. And it's amazing. I mean, these simple ingredients can do so much.
And we're going to pull up the website. And as we scroll down the website, Dr. Doug, I want to bring you back into the conversation. 7 organic ingredients. So it's important. I mean, there's not a bunch of chemicals in this, is there?
No, it's all food grade. It's just stuff I had around the house. And, the internet's changed everything. So I researched these things, and I knew what I was looking for, and just getting the right percentages was the real like secret sauce, as they said.
And talk about that, because is it trial and error? You're saying, okay, I'm going to put it in.
Yeah, I mean, it's, when you see it as you're making it, and temperature control is huge. It's like making a cake. You could have different types of flour, and you're going to have a different cake. So with this, we have, sometimes it's white beeswax, sometimes it's yellow beeswax, sometimes it's coconut oil from the Philippines, or it's coconut oil from Sri Lanka, and it will change the result. And we tried to get product consistency, but it's like I ran through a dry spell where it was like, what am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
And I had to figure that out on my own.
And you guys started in the kitchen, but now you have like a lab.
A lab on a farm, yeah.
Yeah. That's incredible. You also are commonly asked to give media interviews. I found a great clip from the Fox station in Indianapolis. Let's go ahead and roll that.
Fox 59.
Welcome back, friends. Our next guest is a board-certified neurologist and the founder of Dr. Doug's Miracle Balms, who has some great gift ideas for the holidays.
Yes, please welcome Dr. Doug Strobel and Natalie Gardner, the president and co-owner of Dr. Doug's Miracle Balms, and it's made locally right here. Just love the story behind us. Give us an overview.
So I was making it for myself, and being former military and even a Boy Scout and just having this science mind, I made it for myself, but I was making it in my kitchen, and it grew. Natalie got hold of it and said, I love this stuff, you could sell it. Long story short, they don't teach you that in medical school. I needed somebody with a little bit of a business plan.
There you go. There you go.
My common joke is I always cover the S and say, I'm Dr. Doug.
Yes.
This is Dr. Doug's.
Okay.
The industry.
She's running it.
Yeah,
I love that.
Everything you see
Great
here is
partnership.
testament to her hard work. If I had both brains, I wouldn't be here, and it's probably vice versa.
Yeah, dream team.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I started using the original Miracle Balm that he created. I use it every day. Out of the shower, head to toe, because I have severely dry skin.
Okay.
And this time of year.
It's crazy.
It's a dry skin time of year.
It's crazy. And
which is probably why this is this is
the #1 seller.
Right at this time.
Okay, right at this time. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I want to try some of these products.
Yeah. You interestingly, you said we're in the solution spaces, right?
Yes.
Problem solving. So, as a neurologist, we manage a lot, and so you don't get to solve a problem. Whereas this gives you a chance to really make things go away and stay away.
Oh.
You guys play off of each other very nicely, and we should point out they were friends when they started working together, but they're now, show the ring,
We're married.
they got married, which I love, a husband and wife team. You're doing it together. Dr. Doug, let's go back to you. What's one of your favorite success stories?
So it's actually one of the office staff. One of the things I learned was that no two people have the same kind of skin. To your point, I'm a neurologist, not a skin doctor, so I should know these things. But she said, well, her child would get the bug bites, and they would be huge. And I don't have that problem. I'm not going to know, let's advertise it for those big mosquito bites. This child has not had a bug bite in years since using our product. And originally, she just put it on there to make the swelling go away because it has an anti-inflammatory quality. But now it is to keep the bugs from biting. And it just warms your heart, because it's like, here's a kid who was missing out on summer and, kind of be home when the street lights come on, that sort of thing. And now he can kind of have it, just be a kid and
Love it.
chase dogs and whatever.
Natalie, what's your favorite success story?
You know, it's really hard. It's really hard to choose one because there's so many in the reviews that come in every day. I mean, that's why we do it. But I guess the one that's standing out to me the most right now is there is a MA whose grandmother had restless leg forever, and she tried everything out there. She was on medications and stuff like that, and I'm like, well, just, you know what, just give the Mag Balm a try. She couldn't believe that she slept through the night.
Wow.
And so she's used it for several years now, and she was always just in so much, you know, I mean, it calms her, just really relaxes a little bit, and I mean, that story kind of really hit home. And so, and then, well, I'll just leave it at that. There's so many stories.
Yeah. Well, I want to talk about the future. We only have about 2 or 3 minutes left. So would you like to see this in every grocery store in America, or does that intimidate you? Does that, there is a danger of getting too big too fast.
Yeah. We want to do it the right way. We'd want to scale it up.
We want it to be the same product at whether we sell 10,000 units or 100,000 units. So it would take a little bit of a fine tuning, but we've actually already done inquiries to a pharmaceutical grade batch maker type person. And we have the pieces in place. There just isn't a need yet to do that.
So we do sell wholesale now. We haven't had the bandwidth to go out ourselves yet, but there are a lot of people who have tried it around the country who have come to us. So we absolutely do wholesale right now if anyone's interested. Dermatology offices, boutiques.
Yes, chiropractors, physical therapy.
Yeah.
And they can, of course, order off your website.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, you guys have been amazing guests. We're going to end with the website, which is drdugs.com. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having us.
You bet. That's it for now. We'll see you next time.